And after watching the contestants do their best to do the Lambo leap, I thought I'd give it a try. Not quite as good as they were. With temps hovering around 0 for Sunday's Packer game, you may want to forgo the fashion statement and instead focus on how many layers you're going to be putting on. Layers of shirts, fleeces, snow pants, scarves, boots, hats, and gloves are all recommended. I think I'm ready for the frozen tundra now. With more snow expected this Christmas week, the winter fun is sure to continue right through the holidays. In Swamico, Kelly Schlicht, Fox 11 News. After the class, dancers Ryan Carlson and Camille Upshaw broke down the steps for me.
Let's start with the basic step that we started with.
Yeah, let's do this one.
So we're going to step to the front with the right foot, back, left.
This is called an up rock.
And
though I gave it my best shot, I'll leave the real moves to the pros.
Yeah, there you go.
You can see them break it down in Flashdance the Musical through Sunday at the Fox Cities Performing Arts Center.
Fox 11's Kelly Schlicht is live at the Cornerstone Ice Center tonight. And Kelly, what's happening out there?
Yes, it may be as cold as ice outside, but the conditions on the ice here at Cornerstone Ice Center are perfect for a lot of family fun this evening. It's part of the U.S. Bank Eve. 8 locations around the community for lots of fun just like this. Mostly free events for families to come out and enjoy.
Kelly Schlicht joining us live once again. And Kelly, I hear you with one of the winners there this morning.
Hi, Kelly. Yes, Rachel and Doug, we are with quite the remarkable young man out here. John DeWitt from Oshkosh is the winner of the men's half marathon. You did it in record time, I understand.
Yeah, apparently that's what they told me after I got across the line, so that was exciting.
And how fast did you finish?
An hour and 5 minutes and 43 seconds. So.
This is pretty remarkable. This is your first half marathon ever.
Yeah, it is. I ran the 10K in college. I just got done with my eligibility at the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh, so this half marathon was coming up, so I decided to get in it, and yeah, it apparently went pretty well, so that was pretty cool.
And, you know, when you were registering for this event, did you ever expect to be the first place finisher in the half marathon?
I thought there was a possibility I could win. I wasn't planning on running that fast, so it was cool. I just got out there and felt really good, and all of a sudden I was at 4 miles, and I was like, wow, I'm running a lot faster than I thought I would be, and just kept cruising, and before I knew it, I was at 10 miles, 11 miles, 12 miles, and then get to the finish line, so it was great.
And he not only won the half marathon in his first shot, he also set a record. How does it feel to be a record holder?
I guess it's pretty cool. Once again, it's crazy. Like, I didn't expect this at all, but it's a blessing for sure. So. And
you had some people out here cheering you on today. Who was out here with you?
Yep, my mom was out here. She got to see it, and she's my biggest fan, so it was great. My dad was on call at the hospital, so he couldn't make it in today, but it was great. I'm from the area. I'm from Oshkosh, so it was cool to see a bunch of friends around here, and Jason Riff is my old coach, so it was great to see him come in second, so he's a great guy. So.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much, John. Congratulations to you. That wraps it up for us here at the Fox Cities Marathon this morning. Back to you guys.
Fox 11's Kelly Schlicht joins us now with the latest. Kelly?
Tom, Governor Scott Walker says this projected $977 million surplus shows his budget policies are working. Walker says he and the legislature have made tough and prudent decisions the past 3 years to curb government spending. Democratic State Senator Dave Hansen from Green Bay says the surplus is good, but the state should use some of the money to pay down its debt, besides issue tax cuts. And now the debate starts over what should be done with the extra money. In a statement, Walker said the additional revenue should be returned to taxpayers because it's their money, and my administration will work with the legislature to determine the most prudent course of action. But the legislators from Northeast Wisconsin have differing views on what to do with it. Tonight, we hear from both sides.
People love tax cuts, obviously, but I would hope that this tax cut wouldn't be heavily weighted to the rich again, and it would be more fairly distributed. That being said, I'd like to see more money going to public education.
To give you an example, one would be the telecommunications tax that was imposed during the Doyle administration that shows up on everybody's phone bill. That's something that does have a price tag associated with it, but it's not funds that should have really been taken to begin with.
The governor says he will have more details about possible income tax in his State of the State address next week. Tom? At the State of the State address, Governor Walker heralded workers who have found jobs since he's taken office. But one man.
And Chris Barber of Two Rivers is employed as a welder at Aaron's company.
Has caused a stir because Chris Barber is a registered sex offender and felon. He was convicted in 2004 for third-degree sexual assault in Marinette County. Barber also has multiple DUIs. At an event in the town of Lawrence Thursday, Walker explained why Barber's status slipped past his staff.
So this is not an endorsement of any one individual. These are literally people who've been hired since I first took office. All the other individuals were vetted. In this case, that particular individual was added at the last minute.
We decided to do our own simple background search into Christopher Barber. We went to the Wisconsin Circuit Court Access website known as CCAP. We typed in his name, and in a matter of seconds, it brought up his lengthy criminal history.
Aaron's company spokesperson told Fox 11 over the phone they were also unaware of Barber's past when they chose him to represent the company.
We selected Chris based on his work performance at Aaron's company. He started as a seasonal employee in the assembly area. He was brought on full-time, and then he did training in the welding program to get his certificate to become a full-time welder.
Per state statute, employers cannot use criminal history found on CCAP to discriminate against potential employees. However, Aaron says it is reevaluating its background checks done during the hiring process. I went to Barber's listed address in Two Rivers today. He wasn't home. I also reached out to him via Facebook. He did not respond by deadline. Kelly Schlicht, Fox 11 News.
Another great story for you. It was senior night in Little Chute last night, but this one had a different feel to it.
And as the football team took the field to a 62-0 victory over Clintonville, the water boy had a chance that he'd been waiting for. Fox 11's Kelly Schlicht was there and has the story.
Number 14 for the Little Chute Mustangs strode out with the confidence of a seasoned veteran Friday night. And while he's served up Gatorade on the sidelines for years, it was senior Noah Van Voren's first time ever in pads and a helmet.
This is pretty good. I'm a big senior now. I'm so happy. My parents are here today. They have a big night tonight.
Van Voren has Down syndrome, yet on this field, he's always been one of the guys.
He's always positive. Walking on the sideline, he'll pat you on the back. He'll say you're doing a great job.
His teammates said they wanted to repay him. So they and the whole town had an even bigger surprise waiting for Van Voren on the chilly October night. As the clock ticked down in the fourth quarter of a blowout win, the final home game came to a close. But there was time for just one more play. It was Van Voren's turn to take the ball. The Clintonville Truckers let him pass. And away ran number 14, flanked by his teammates, down the field, all the way to the end zone. His first touchdown.
And my touchdown? I did great.
As the crowd erupted, many were visibly moved by the sportsmanship. None more than Van Voren's parents, Kara and Todd.
You know, he was born 18 years ago, and the doctors told us that he would never be able to walk, talk, or do anything. And then to see him 18 years later to do this is amazing. It's amazing. And to have a community as a Little Chute to back him up and to love him the way they do is breathtaking. You can't put it in words. You really can't.
For it turns out the young man who first suited up in his very last game had always been the MVP in their hearts. In Little Chute, Kelly Schlicht, Fox 11 News.
We can kick and we can throw, just give us